I remember the day everything shattered like glass beneath my feet. Sharp, unforgiving. My best friend, the person I trusted with my deepest secrets, betrayed me in the cruelest way. I never imagined that what I confided in her during a moment of vulnerability would be weaponized against me. The rumors spread like wildfire, and before I knew it, my reputation was in ruins. The whispers reached my family's ears, and I saw their faces, the disappointment, the doubt, the cold distance. My father's stern eyes, my mother's trembling voice questioning whether I could ever be responsible, trustworthy. It was a public humiliation I hadn't prepared for. To them, I was no longer the daughter they knew. The girl who once dreamed of success, now cast as a disgrace. The weight of their judgment pressed down on me like an impossible wall. I was broken, humiliated, cast aside, and for a long time, I wondered if I'd ever recover. But inside that darkness, something flickered, a fragile ember of defiance. I decided then I would not be defined by this betrayal or their skepticism. I would prove them wrong. I left my comfort zone, turned my pain into purpose, and began rebuilding my life from the ground up. I studied everything about finance, investment, and business like my life depended on it, because it did. Every late night, every setback, every doubt cast my way became fuel. I devoured books, immersed myself in courses, made mistakes, learned, and grew stronger. The road was treacherous. The world seemed to conspire against me. Failed ventures, mounting debts, the gnawing fear that I'd never rise again. But I refused to surrender. Piece by piece, I built my financial acumen with relentless focus. I took every doubter's voice, the whispers of failure, the accusations that I'd never recover, and turned them into my battle cry. My resilience became my armor. Years later, I returned, not to gloat, but to stand tall. I built a thriving business that surpassed what I once dreamed possible. I was no longer the girl broken by betrayal. I was the woman who had defied the odds. Standing in front of those who once doubted me, I finally faced them, not with anger, but with quiet, undeniable strength. It was in that moment I realized the truth. Their doubts were fuel, and my scars were my testament. I had become unstoppable, not because I wanted revenge, but because I refused to be broken. I had rewired my destiny, and I had risen, not just for myself, but to show that even in the face of betrayal, perseverance and resilience carve the true path to victory. This is my story, my poetic justice, my redemption. I am the proof that no betrayal, no humiliation, no doubt can hold you forever. When you decide to rise, the world will have no choice but to